is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Showtime!
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
No! I said, I'm just ribbing. I know you're ready.
I apologize.
For the thousands in attendance, for the millions watching around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight,
Up the chaos!
proudly brings to you its
Awesome.
YouTube live stream.
champions of the world!
This is the boy L from the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop T, the hot Popics live stream.
And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you!
Oh my God! What's up, peeps? Holy crap! I love that. Oh,
It
God,
definitely gets you
I love
amped, doesn't it?
it. Man, it's been so long since I heard it, and then I come on, and then we play it, and it just, oh God, you know how it is. Regardless of how tired I am, I hear that intro, I get hyped up. It's so good. It's so good.
So good.
Oh, what's up, bro? How you doing today?
Good, man. Good. You?
I'm good.
Doing
I'm
great.
good. Oh, I forgot to do the intro. What's up, peeps? L Awesome of the JK. That's my boy Pop T.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Popic's live stream. You can tell it's been a while, right? How
It's been
we doing?
ages.
How you doing
Oh,
over
man.
there in the UK?
In the UK. In the UK. Oh my God. Yeah, here in Ireland, it's we're getting out of winter slowly but surely.
Oh yeah, spring is not putting up a good fight over here.
No, it's like a few weeks ago we had like 4 solid sunny days. It was amazing. It was like it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the Thursday it snowed. It was like 15 centimeters of snow set. I was like, what? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, yep, don't get too happy. We're not done yet. But that's what I was telling some of my coworkers a couple weeks ago, because we got some nice warm weather like the week before our birthday week. By the way, last week was both of our birthdays, so throw us some happy birthdays in the chat. I appreciate that.
We got a lot older.
Yes.
More you though.
Oh, we both got a year older. How is it more me? We both got a year older. I didn't get more than a year older than you.
But since your birthday is before mine, you'll always be more older than me, isn't it? Even though you just we get a year more.
Yes, I'll be more.
So I'm not wrong. I'm not. You'll always be older than me for sure.
You
But
said I've gotten more older than you, which I have.
but you have
A year
though.
older.
You are leading the race though.
I've gotten a year older than you. We both got a year older. Anyway,
Oh,
time
goodness.
travel.
Time travel.
Oh God. But yeah, we had our birthdays last week, so you could wish us some happy birthdays. We'd appreciate it. It's not necessary, but just to let us know you're here, especially since we haven't gotten anyone in the chat saying hi yet. Oh,
That's amazing. That's crazy. Supposedly 5 people are watching us. I don't know. How
yeah,
true
well,
that is.
at least one of them's me. So we have 4 people watching. That's why I'm on my phone right now. I'm trying to get us some viewers. Come on, guys.
Come on, man.
I did a live on Instagram for like, I don't know, 50 seconds, but I couldn't save it because it has to be more than a minute for it to save and upload to Instagram. I said, since when? So
Oh, I didn't know that either. Actually.
yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess nobody on Instagram except those who actually jumped in know we're going live. So, oh well, it'll be how we always do. We're gonna have fun, and whoever joins us joins us.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind. So, but yeah, I'm still trying to get us some viewers. So we're gonna talk about a little bit of Funko stuff, but that's not the main topic. We going into some wrestling stuff, guys, later. So
Some wrestling. Wrestling's
I know,
hot at the moment, dude.
yeah, I know a lot of our Funko people don't care about wrestling, but if you do, it's not necessarily about wrestling, but it has something to do with wrestling. You'll see when we get there. Because I didn't even tell him what it is. I just told him to make a list of his top 5 favorite wrestlers, and I made a list of my top 5 favorite wrestlers, and then we're gonna do something in a minute. But let's get into let's get into the Funko news. Boom.
There we go.
All right. We had some drops or some releases or some reveals. I don't know if you know all about this Freddy what are these things called? I forgot what they're called.
I don't know, Project Freddy figures or
Project
something. I
Freddy.
don't
There
know.
you go. Yeah, the Project Freddy. The first one came out. It was like $300. There was this whole thing. Are you gonna buy it? Not gonna buy it? It sucks. It's stupid. What are they doing? Blah blah blah. But a bunch of people bought them. So here goes the Project Freddy 2 and 3, which is the Coca-Cola one and the Sprite one. Um, they're basically just art series, hydro dipped, I guess. But I do like the looks of them, though. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna buy them. 300.
The white Coca-Cola one seems to have all different types of writing on it. I see, like,
Yeah, it's like Coca-Cola in different languages.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like how they look. Again, I'm not gonna buy them for $300. If this was a
They're $300
regular,
each. Like, what are they made
yeah,
of? Like,
yeah, but they're like maybe this big. I don't know how. I
uh,
haven't seen one in person or in comparison to a human yet, so I don't know exactly how
what
big
are they
they
going
are.
on the logic? Add a dollar for every centimeter or something.
Right? But yeah, like a lot of people, they're not feeling them, and for that price, yeah, I'm not paying for these. But if these were 4-inch like commons, yeah, I think I would get one. I wouldn't have a problem getting one of these. As far as the design goes, but
See,
yeah, price I
I
can
was
live with.
looking when I saw these, I was looking at it. It's like it was a discussion we actually had on the show a while back. It's like, why don't they do other types of figures?
Yeah,
You know, and I remember doing a lot of ideas that they could do and all that sort of thing, and then we still said, oh, but they can't do it because they market for the bobbleheads and stuff. And now they seem to be doing a new type of figure every year or every few months or something like that.
yeah, because they're trying to
You know what I mean?
compete now. Yeah, I think they're trying to compete now because they've had a decline in sales as far as their product. It's at Five Below and all this other stuff, and it's like people aren't really buying it. But they should have been doing this a long time ago. The fact that they started so late is just looking desperate, and
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
and it's almost like a too little, too late type of thing. And almost everything Funko puts out now, people are crapping on, like, oh, I don't like it, and it's stupid, and why are they wasting time on this, and blah blah blah. It's almost like it's cooler to hate Funko now than it is to like Funko.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
But this is like just honestly, that's what I thought. It's like there's so many other things that they could bring out. That's the first thing I thought. And I
yeah,
don't even collect that often that much anymore.
yeah,
And I thought the exact same thing though.
yeah,
But they are bringing out, from what I've been watching, because I've been watching what you post and that sort of thing. I think they are bringing out more variety of things. So.
yeah. They're trying. They're definitely trying. And the thing is, I'm not mad at it. Like, I know everything Funko makes isn't gonna be for me. Like, people, like I said, they have this thing where no matter what Funko does, they're gonna hate on it. And that's fine if you want to hate on Funko, whatever. Like, you don't have to collect everything they make. But like, people are almost scared to admit when they actually like something Funko does, because if everybody says they hate it and you say you like it, now you're like the odd person out, so you can't say you like it.
Yeah.
So just for the record, these
Which
Project
is a little bit
Freddy,
sad though, isn't it?
I like them. Oops, wrong button. These Project Freddy's, I like them. I'm not buying them because of the price. There's no way. But if they were 4-inch, I would consider buying. Or even if they were sodas, like Freddy Funko sodas, yeah, these would be cool. I wouldn't mind getting them for that price. But yeah, they're just too expensive. Out of my range. Not something that I can spend money like that on. But all right, moving on over to the Nickelodeon stuff. They got what was this? Rocket League, Rocket Power. I never watched it, but I know what it is. And of course, some new Ren and Stimpy ones with them in their astronaut costumes, which I like. And this was the Wild Thornberries, another thing that I didn't watch, but I know what it is. And Jimmy Neutron, another Jimmy Neutron pop.
I was going to say, if they're not brought a Jimmy Neutron pop out yet.
Yeah, I believe this is the second. I don't know, maybe not. If anybody is watching, they can tell us, or even in the replay, put it down below. Of course, they did a bunch of new Harry Potter things. I'm not going to go too much into it. Harry Potter is kind of Jk Rowling right now is she's digging herself a deeper and deeper hole when it comes to Harry Potter. So
Is it still from that whole game thing?
yeah, I understand it's her creation, but she's not making it any better for herself. Pretty soon, she's gonna have to disassociate herself from the franchise just in order for them to keep like selling merch and stuff. Because pretty soon people are gonna start hating it or
But that's
deciding not to buy it.
that is such a it's such like a mind melting idea though. What you just said there, though, or thought. It's like she has to disconnect herself from her own products in order to, like, it's nuts. Like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, think about the Vince McMahon situation. Like,
well, I don't know. Well, I'm not too sure about I'm not too sure on the Jkl Rowling story. I don't know all the things that's happening with it. But the Vince McMahon thing is just a little bit. Oh, I don't know if you read the reports. A little bit crazy.
Yeah,
to say it politely.
I mean, it's similar in the sense that he has to disassociate himself from the product in order for the product.
Well, I don't think. I think the fact that he sold it off, and the fact that they don't want him anymore.
Yeah.
But like, it's so silly though, because it's the whole thing of he was like kind of like, when you think WWE, you think of Vince and Kennedy McMahon straight away. But now you don't think that anymore because,
right.
It's nuts. It's
right.
Crazy to think.
Yeah, it's one of those things. We got some Sleeping Beauty Pops, which are pretty cool. This looks like a regular Maleficent mold. They just put something different in her hand. I'm pretty sure they had this mold before. But
it does look like that.
These are pretty cool looking. I don't mind those. Again, as long as they're doing something new. These new Wolverine ones are pretty cool. We have the Battle Damage Wolverine, the Wolverine and Sabretooth 2-pack, which are both Funko Shop exclusives, so I have no idea when they're coming out. And these other Wolverines. I think this one, the one with the metal coming out, that's from what was it called? I forgot the name of the storyline, but it's one Magneto pulled the metal off his bones. I definitely like this one.
Looks kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah. So I believe 50th anniversary. I'm like, damn, Wolverine's 50? Really? Jeez. I wonder who else is 50. The new Spider-Man. Why did that picture come out like that? I guess I uploaded it wrong. But new Spider-Man 2 pops. Another Funko exclusive Black Suit Spider-Man. Because the first one ended up, I don't even know how much that one's worth now. $500, I think. And the thing is, I had it. It ended up selling when it was like $100-something. So I guess they figured we'd put out another one that's going to sell just as well. But this one's not glow in the dark. That other one's glow in the dark. So I don't know. And then these
unless they just forget to put it on.
I don't think that one's going to glow in the dark. Another Venom. These Daredevil ones, the Blacklight Daredevils. These and this one right here, the yellow one, this is the 6-inch. Not a 6-inch, a 10-inch, I think. Jumbo.
Yeah. But there's two versions of the 10-inch, isn't it? No,
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, these all look pretty awesome. I think they're a little too late, but they all look awesome. for them to be blacklight. And here's the boxes. Yeah, this is the jumbo Target. They're all Target exclusive. They look pretty cool. I mean, this black one, if I see it, I might be tempted to buy it.
But those look cool, yeah.
Like, all right, they're okay. They're okay. Then it's Kerrigan from StarCraft, which I really have no interest in. The only reason I would buy it is because I believe I have the Dwight as Kerrigan from The Office, so I can display them together. That'd probably be the only reason I get it.
But it's taken them. Is this the first StarCraft pop to come out?
I don't know. I don't think so. But
Because I was going to say, like, it's taken them a long time to bring out StarCraft.
Yeah, I believe they've had StarCraft before. Hold on, let me check. You talk while I check.
Cool. I remember playing StarCraft like in school, and that's like a million years ago.
Never played it. Never played StarCraft.
It's one of those, like Red Command and Conquer and Red Alert and stuff.
Yeah, it's an RTS. Yeah.
RTS, is that what you call it?
Yeah, a real-time strategy game, right?
Strategy.
Actually, I think this is the second Kerrigan pop. Yeah, this looks like an older one.
Okay.
They did Jim Raynor and Kerrigan.
No, I wouldn't remember any of the characters, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. Put it on the other screen so I can show it, but that's all right. Nobody cares. Dr. Oddity Sideshow, what's up? Sunshine Toys and Collectibles, what's up?
Hi guys, thanks for joining.
We finally got some people.
What's his
This is a Banjo Kazooie. This is a good looking one. I never played the game, but it looks really cool. I would get this. I like how this looks.
Isn't like the Banjo Kazooie the like ripoff of Crash Bandicoot or something?
I don't know. It could have been, but it was a pretty cool game, and people seem to like it. So I guess it doesn't matter much. Right? Of course, the 501st Clone Trooper, which I'm gonna get. It's a GameStop exclusive. Then Anne and the Crystal from Attack on Titan, which I still haven't finished watching yet. I
haven't bothered to finish watching because it got so dramatic. I stopped watching it. Like if you
it's dramatic.
The storyline, yeah, like it just changed so much. Like the storyline and stuff. I was like, as the seasons progressed, I started getting over it. Like I was like, okay, I'm not going to continue.
You're like too much dramatic. Banjo's awesome looking. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. We appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Payne.
They put a lot of effort into this, Christine. They put a lot of effort into this pop though. Of what's her name now again?
Annie.
Say on there. Annie. Yeah. Like a lot of effort.
Looks pretty cool. Like if I was up on my Attack on Titan, I'm pretty sure I would want it. I'm pretty sure I'd be like, oh, I gotta get that. This is Shakira. Oh my God, them hips don't lie. Oh, it's a good looking pop. I probably won't get it, but they should have did it diamond. I think I would have liked it better if it was diamond, but it's Shakira. So. I think that's it. Oh no, let's show the Boba Fett ones. The Boba Fett comic cover, which is pretty cool. Of course, I'm gonna get it eventually, and the 18-inch Boba Fett, which I think is still available. The 18-inch with the chase. I wanted to get one and try my luck at the chase, but I just never went for it. I figured I'll wait. I'll just let them.
What do you think about those two new Hall of Fame wrestling tops?
Which one?
You got on your feet just a little bit lower.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I did.
There we go.
Undertaker one is pretty cool looking. I like it. You know,
I like the Kane one. I like the Kane one more than the
Kane.
The Kane one is really cool.
I definitely want this one. From what I heard, they got shipped out, and a lot of them didn't have the 5,000 piece sticker on it. So I'm wondering what that's about. Like, okay, did they say 5,000 piece, or was this
it's meant to be 5,000 when you bought it on WWE shop. It was meant to be 5,000 piece limited edition off the WWE shop. So they obviously shipped it off of the WWE shop without the sticker on. Unless people got confused when they bought it off the Funko store, thinking it was a 5,000 piece as well, but not. If you know what I mean. So if you bought it from the WWE store, then it was a 5,000 piece.
Okay. See, I don't know. See that and stuff like that Funko's doing is why they're in a lot of trouble right now, because they'll have like a 5,000 piece, but then Funko Shop will also have like another 1,000 or something without a sticker, and it's like, well, then it's not 5,000 pieces then.
Well, I think what they're going on. Actually, someone was talking about this. I saw something. They're actually going on. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make the sticker more accountable. So it's only 5,000 with the 5,000 sticker on.
Yeah, and I get that, but it's like, again, this thing with the stickers. This is why I always say I'm not really a sticker snob, because it's the same with con exclusive stickers versus shared stickers. It's like the con exclusive stickers you're supposed to only be able to get at the con, which is more prestigious because people have to go get them. I mean, of course, once you get them, you can sell them on the secondary market and anybody can get them, but still, they're available at the con versus a sticker from like a Hot Topic that you get in the store. Now, if the Fanatics or Funko Shop had a 5,000 piece sticker run, but then Funko Shop had, well, WWE Shop, I should say, had a 5,000 sticker run, and then Funko Shop had a different sticker, I'd say, okay, fine, because it's two different stickers.
Yeah.
But if you're putting out a 5,000 piece, but me as the company, I can just make more and put out however many more I want, then there's no real, it's like, okay, it's not really 5,000 pieces. There's a difference between a piece count sticker versus just two different versions of a sticker, like a special edition sticker and a Hot Topic sticker.
Yeah, like the thing is, there aren't really big WWE pop collectors, as per se. So to do something like this 5,000 piece, I think it was silly, to be honest. But I think what they were trying to do, right, guys, I think what they were trying to do is just get more sales on it. I think they were doing, because I don't think the first one that came out of this Hall of Fame series, the Ultimate Warrior, I don't think that sold very well.
I don't know if it did. I have it, but it's in a box. I'm looking around.
So I don't think that's sold anymore. So I thought what they were trying to do now is put the 5,000 sticker on and get them to sell at least 5,000 quick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. And they just wanted to get some hype behind it, because they did that with I think the Ezra Bridger, the new Ezra Bridger pop that's coming out, which I pre-ordered. And I think there's only like 5,000 pre-order or 1,000 pre-order. So those are gonna come with like the 1,000 special edition sticker or whatever. But there's more than that. It's just those are the ones with the sticker. So it's like, well, then it's not 1,000 pieces then.
You see,
Don't
like
put the piece count if there's more than that many pieces. You could put the special sticker, but don't put a piece count on it. Is my point. I don't like that.
You see, I like the idea. I said back when we were looking at the Ultimate Warrior Hall of Fame pop, I said it's a cool idea. I probably won't get the Ultimate Warrior one because I wasn't really a big Ultimate Warrior fan, right? But if there's a few other cooler Hall of Fame entries that's going to be made into this pop like this, then I'll look into getting it.
Yeah.
And we also discussed the right time of year to have it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they're almost getting it right, but I mean they're just out by like a good few months. Yeah. Like if they had to put this out in WrestleMania, like this week, they have to start dropping this Hall of Fame pops.
Yeah.
Would be brilliant because it's getting close to Hall of Fame now. Like it's next week, Friday.
Yeah.
Like I mean.
See, this was the earlier picture when they showed it, and it just had the Funko sticker on it. But then the other picture that I had up is the 5,000 piece. So it's a 5,000 piece Fanatic sticker, but Funko is selling theirs with just the Funko sticker on. So then that means it's not 5,000 pieces. That's what I mean. can't put a piece count on something and have more than that piece count floating around.
Yeah, like I'd say the pop would have to have a bit of a difference in order for it to be working the way they think they're working it.
Yeah.
Because it's the same, like we had the discussion about the sodas and everything. You can't just say, okay, but that's the international count versus the original count. It's still the same amount apiece.
Right. Like if you have 5,000 of the regular ones, and then I make 5,000 international, well, then there's not 5. There's 10,000 of them out there. Like you're not
it's still the exact same thing. Like yeah,
you're not fooling me. So yeah, I don't like that. But it is what it is. But I still want to get that Kane one. I'm just not in a rush to get it.
The Kane one looks cool. Yeah. Then people were talking about the Undertaker being the same mold as the other one. It's not, because he's actually got his hands forward, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty cool. And the other one, the whole Western bounty hunter look.
Right. Hold on. Let me get back to it if I can. I done scrolled. There he is.
Yeah, so he's got like his hand forward, like.
What's up, Seth? Yeah, he has his hands more forward. PDX, Seth, Umpty, thank you for hanging out. We're just talking a little bit of Funko. We're not gonna dwell too much on Funko. We're just kind of, catching
up. And I was talking to Sam about the whole Pokemon thing. It's like they're going nuts with the Pokemon thing. They really like they're bringing out so many different Seth, which one did you want, the Undertaker or the Kane? The Pokemon pops. It's like it's frustrating for me because there's so many of the first gen evolutions that we want out, like the first 3 starters, like their middle evolutions or the final evolutions of the other 2 starters that they didn't bring out. Yeah, and they bring out the most random from random generations.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, come on, what are you guys doing? Like,
it's all over the place. It doesn't even look. It's not like they're trying to get license for certain ones. It just doesn't look like they know what they're doing. They're having someone that doesn't know anything with Pokemon, and then they say, "Oh, let's pick this one. This one looks cute."
Yeah, it would be a lot easier to believe that they just didn't have the license for certain ones for whatever reason. And if that's the case, just say that, because
it makes more sense,
Yeah. When you're just jumping around and doing this and that, and it's like, what? I don't. It's like, what are you guys doing? Especially when you have a bunch of, like you said, first gen that people are waiting for and looking for, but you guys are jumping around to 3rd gen and 5th gen and back to 2nd gen and now 1st gen and then a 10th gen. Like, come on, what do you guys do?
Yeah.
I mean, you got hundreds of Pokemon to go. I get it, but at least give people the opportunity to get that first gen set. Because just think about having a master set of one of each Pokemon from the first gen. That would be awesome. People would be going after that. Like, come on.
Like, nuts. Like the one thing that they did do recently, I don't know if you saw it, is they had Professor Oak's office, and they had the 3 starters on the table.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool.
That's fire, man. Like I wouldn't buy it because it's probably like €90 for it or something stupid like that. But like that's such a cool concept. Like for a Pokemon fan, I'm like a more dedicated Pokemon fan. I'm sure it's awesome.
Yeah, that one was super cool. Yeah, they want to do like I said, they want to jump around and do all these other crazy ones. That starter one I saw, which was pretty cool. Of course, now my computer wants to act up. Stop it! What's up, guys, in the chat? Thank you for hanging out with us. You said you wanted that one to sold out really quick. I'm assuming you're talking about the Kane. Kane did sell out really quick. I heard.
But I mean, if you don't want the stick, if you're not worried about the sticker, they are going to get sold again.
Yeah, it'll come back. But yeah,
why haven't they made any of the humans in the Pokemon yet?
I don't know. That's another thing. Come
This
on,
is
make
a
some
cool
of the
concept that they
trainers.
should. This is a cool concept they should bring out, though. You know, where every gym leader has their one main Pokemon,
A
right?
gym leader.
They should
with
make a
Pokemon on the
duo.
list.
Yeah, they should have a duo or something like dual pack or whatever you call it,
Yeah,
where they have, like, for example, Brock and Onyx,
yeah,
and Onyx fucking next to him would be brilliant.
yeah. I don't disagree. There's a lot of things they could do with the Pokemon
And then you know
franchise.
what, Chica? You know what you do, man? You know what you do? You make that a pin set too, and you have the little pin of the
Yeah, right.
actual
Yeah, a
the badge. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, dude, that was people would buy that just for that little gym badge thing.
you could do a set of 6. Well, how many gym badges? 8,
Eight,
right?
eight.
8. Okay. I don't remember all the characters, but you could do Brock, Misty, Ash, each with their starter or favorite Pokemon, whoever, with one of the badges. I know neither of them own badges, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
As far as being gym leaders, they weren't gym leaders.
Yeah.
But actually, was it Misty?
Misty
Yeah.
wasn't the official. She was stepping in for one of her sisters or something, if I remember the story.
Okay. Damn, I pulled that one out because it just like popped in my head. Like, wait, Misty was a gym leader. Wow, I haven't watched Pokemon in years.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do them. Like, you don't have to necessarily do the gym leaders, but you could do like Team Rocket, have a Jesse, have a James, each one of them with their main Pokemon and one of the badges. Just, yeah, people would be like, oh, they weren't gym leaders, but it's not about them being gym leaders. It's about being able to get one badge. Each
But I
one
mean,
has a different badge to collect.
even if they did just
it.
the even if they did the gym leaders and the badges, they would do it. Like, they would.
Yeah.
If you had to, you didn't have to bring the pop out, the Pokemon out with them. If you just did the gym leaders
With the
with the
badge.
gym badge, like they've got these wrestling ones with a little pennant.
Yeah, with the pin.
People would buy that, dude.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. We should be working.
And then they got 10 seasons to 10. That's 80 pops that people will buy automatically.
Yep. Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just that's something people would buy to be a completionist.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about it. Like, do they have any of the Pokemon human characters?
No,
they even
not
do
one.
Ash? They never did an Ash.
Nope.
Wow.
You see, the thing is, they're probably going to do it soon, but he's not even the protagonist of the story anymore.
Yeah, because then he finally become
he's
a master
retired. Yeah, he became. Suppose I didn't watch it, but I mean, I saw there's some girl that's now the main lead or something with Pikachu.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same Pikachu or if it's another Pikachu. I don't know.
Right. Because I know I heard something like that. Like, he finally became a master or gym leader or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I just want to show you guys in case you guys didn't see it. Look, it's me. That's me. I popped.
Oh, you got yourself popped. I wish they'll bring that up this side already. Like,
yeah,
it's
a friend
taking
of mine
forever.
got it for me for Christmas, based after my bearded and hooded or hatted self, I should say, not hooded. But so if you haven't done it, pop yourself. I still can't believe they say it. They pop yourself.
Oh man, they don't think things through. You know, like,
they sure do.
It's like when with Dominique Mysterio, when he did that, like, overnight in jail, and they're making him into the biggest thug on the planet, so they're calling him Condom, and then they realize
it literally spells condom. I think
and it took him so long to read.
I think they knew what they were doing with that one, but they purposely left it like, okay, let's have it where he doesn't understand it, like, figure it out, because that was just too good. I can't believe that nobody knew that that's what was going to happen. So I have to believe that they planned that. Like, somebody came up with the idea. It was like condom, and they were like, "Do you know that says condom?" It's like, "Oh, even better. Now we can make it really stupid."
I think Triple H is crazy for those things. Like, he's crazy for things like. But like when he came into the ring and he was in the same ring as Dominic, and the crowd just boos him. Like, he doesn't go in at all. And he laughed, and he made a joke about, for years people were saying they piped sounds and noises in. and cheers and boos and all sorts of things.
Right.
And he joked and he said, "Well, I actually thought it was piped in, but it's real."
Yeah.
And he said that on live TV. I was like, "Dude, like,
Yeah.
yeah."
Because somebody else said that too on was it a recent pay-per-view or maybe it was a episode I was watching. I haven't been keeping up with wrestling, by the way. I know some of what's happening, but I haven't watched in weeks, so I guess I'll be.
Yeah, you're like a seasonal guy. You like watch the pay-per-views and then
Well, I tried to keep up and watch weekly, but I fell behind, and I was like, all right, I'll catch up. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just go to YouTube and watch the highlights, which is what I've been doing. So it's kind of like I fell back into just keeping up with the storylines of what's happening, and I'll know what's going on at WrestleMania, and I root for who I want to root for anyway, so I don't even care. But anyway, here we go. The main reason you're here, and the main reason you guys are here. Wrestling SmackDown. That's probably why we don't have a lot of people in the chat because
decided to speak about wrestling.
They're talking wrestling. I don't want to see that. But it's gonna.
We should have reeled them in and made the thumbnail Pop Teed ranting about Funko, and they would all come. They would have been loved.
We do the big bait and switch, and then as we start ranting about Funko, we go, and now we're gonna talk about wrestling. You guys can't leave. You're already here. Can't leave. So what I did was I asked Pop Heat to write down his 5 favorite wrestlers, men. Not that you can't do women, but we're gonna do men. We'll do women another time because I love some female wrestling. He'll tell you I love some female wrestling, but I pay attention to the women wrestlers more than the male wrestlers.
When he's watching like a pay-per-view or something, he's watching it back or something, right? And he'll randomly set like a heart emoji. Then okay, he must be watching the women's title match or something.
He knows me too well. I love my women wrestlers. I love them. But I told him to pick his top 5 favorites, not like who's the best in the world or blah blah blah. Just your top 5 favorites. And I picked my top 5 favorites. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my top 5 against his top 5. So his number 5 is gonna be going up against my number 5 in a wrestling match. And we are gonna argue.
Do I have to be honest about the order that I chose them in?
Yes. 5-1. And we
should be all right.
We have to
as long as in their prime, they're in prime.
Yeah, all of them in their prime, not now, because I got some old people on my list that they would get destroyed now if they went in the ring. Just we're gonna argue our points, and you guys in the chat get to argue your points too, if you know wrestling like that, or just whoever you think would win. Who cares? And we're just gonna do that.
I think I'm gonna win this, man. I think I'm gonna win this.
You might. We'll see. But just to get it started, because I need to go to bed soon. I don't plan on being on here too long. My number 5 favorite wrestler, counting backwards, is Mr. Perfect.
Oh well, that's not fair. Like, okay.
Why is that not fair?
Mine is Elias.
Elias? I don't know much about Elias. Is that the one who's Ezekiel?
Ezekiel, yeah.
Okay. All right. So in the chat, you can say who you think will win between Mr. Perfect and Elias. Consider I don't know much about Elias. I can't argue against him like, oh, he's this, that, other. But
the thing is, you got to take it into like 2 category things. Like, you could like physically, Elias I think would win.
Well, physically, yes. I believe
he's physique, like he's physique, right? But if you had to take Mr. Perfect,
come on, technical skill, bro.
No, like if you had to take, who would they push?
Well,
you know what I mean? They would definitely. No, but if you take it from that standpoint, right, they would definitely be pushing Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of higher up in the WWE than what Elias eventually got to.
Yeah. But just as far as, I think if you come, I mean, he's perfect, man. He's perfect. Like, how can you come on? He's perfect. That's it. That's my argument. I still do the spit the gum out and smack it thing. I literally just did it today. Oh, oh, Mr. Perfect. Like I will admit, I've seen Elias in a few. I think he was Ezekiel at the time I saw him wrestle. And he's definitely a good wrestler. Like I say, he's got the strength, the physique, but I don't know if he would have the ring smarts to take Mr. Perfect. I don't know.
No, no.
You would have to tell me.
Well, I
Like,
don't know. Look, the thing is, I look at it from the point, like I was saying, who would they rather push? And I'd say if it was a storyline between them two,
mhm,
I'd say they'd rather be pushing Mr. Perfect.
mhm. Has
But
Elias ever been a face? Because Mr. Perfect, I don't think he's ever been a face. I think he's been a heel.
yeah, but that's the thing, though. But they could still be pushing him. Like, you know what I mean?
I know they
You know
could.
what
I'm just saying, like,
I mean?
it'd be a good face versus heel type of situation.
The thing I can't really. I'm trying to think of a scenario and if what type of program they would be in. You know, like what type of feud they would be in.
Mhm. Well,
I don't know.
you'd probably have Bobby Heenan behind him, Mr. Perfect, the Weasel, because
Yeah,
he was his
I don't know.
manager for a minute there. But yeah,
I don't know. I think you do win with this one. I think I'm trying to think of in what way they would have Elias come on top of this feud.
yeah. I think Mr. Perfect has to take the check mark on that one. I can agree with that.
Of course, you can agree with that.
I'm gonna be honest though. If my
Mhm.
pick, if I think your pick takes it, I'm gonna give it to you. But I'm gonna argue my pick regardless. So all
I
right,
think
number
you were
5.
very strategic because I think you kind of knew which ones I would put first. So I think
No,
you were strategic.
I didn't think you'd pick Elias.
Yeah.
I mean, I know who some of your favorites are. Like, I have a feeling who your number one is, but you know who my number one is too. So
Mm,
I just
okay.
figured it would be fun. All right, so who's your number 4? And I went first.
Baron Corbin.
Ooh, my number 4 is Shawn Michaels.
Oh, that sucks ass, man.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks. How can this
you know
happen
what?
that someone with the most charisma end up with someone against someone that
You know
was
what?
once called a charisma sapping
But see, that's what will
person?
make it such a great rivalry.
I
To walk
suppose,
with
yeah, you're right.
Elias, I
You're right.
like that. Walk with Elias. That's what will make it such a good rivalry. You got
I suppose
Shawn
yes.
Michaels
That would be a good. That would be a
on,
good feud. I think you're right. Actually, thinking about
yeah,
it.
it would be so. And the thing is, like, I don't know, like Baron, like Corbin's whole career. Like, I've seen
Yeah,
bits and pieces of it when he was happy and he was sad and all that stuff. Like, I've caught, but he's great in the freaking ring. Definitely feel like
he's
he
very
deserves
great in the ring.
a better
I mean, he
push.
used to be a welterweight boxer or something. So he
Oh,
was very
really?
good. He played college football and everything. He's actually he does jiu-jitsu. He got his black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, what?
He has real
But
skill.
like that whole Happy Corbin thing, that was the biggest mistake. But that's got Vince McMahon all over it. That's got Vince McMahon's
Yeah,
stink
right.
all over it. But Lone Wolf Baron Corbin and the current Baron Corbin
Uh-huh.
are really really cool. He's currently in NXT and
Okay.
he's tag team champions with Braun Breaker. I don't know if you know
Oh,
that guy. He's
yeah.
in the
Braun
room.
Breaker's coming up.
Dude, they are hyping
Up.
Braun Breaker big, dude. But he's spear though. Like, if you ever watch a few of his matches, you must check. He goes like from 0 to 60 in like 5 seconds, dude. Like,
Really?
well, I don't know, but like he goes really fast. I think they clocked his running speed at like 28 kilometers. I don't know if that's fast or
I don't
28 miles or
know.
whatever. I don't know. But
No
anyway, like,
kilometers over here. What's a
anyway, but
kilometer?
what's a kilometer, bro? Like, what the hell, bro? You're like miles, like, bro.
Yeah, use miles or don't talk to me.
I don't know. Anyway, but but anyway, they're like really getting behind him though. Like, that's but anyway,
Yeah.
Baron Corbin's tag team with him at the moment. His whole
Okay.
gimmick now is burn the sales. I'm loyal to those who are loyal to me,
Okay.
type thing. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, this would be a great rivalry. Um Who comes out on top though?
I'd say this possibly one of I think this would be one of the rivalries where they would have the whole rubber match thing
Yeah, they would definitely
where
do it. Three. They would definitely do
you
three.
know what I mean. Like it would be definitely like a rubber match style thing.
Yeah.
But I have to say they would because I look at it from the objective mode of like who are they going to be pushing at the time, and I think like obviously Shawn Michaels is going to take it because he was so much more the biggest star. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't make
Yeah.
sense. It depends unless they look. You see, it depends on what the scenario is. Because if they're looking for like a new heel, monster heel, or whatever the case may be, Baron
Right.
Corbin's coming on top.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
another thing. It depends on who's the face and who's the heel.
It depends on what the scenario is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. The thing is, at the same time, if Shawn was the heel, they wouldn't put a baby face Corbin against him. That doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
if they're trying to give Corbin that push though,
I don't know. Like, I just want.
because I mean,
Like,
despite
I
all
would
the
rather
back-
beat Shawn as a face than as the heel. Though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would definitely mean more. It would definitely mean more. But Shawn is so good at being both that even beating him as a heel would give you a good push to bigger and better things. Like you could take advantage of that. But yeah, I would say if Shawn is the face, he wins. If Shawn is the heel, he loses.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can say because I actually like Baron Corbin and he's really good and definitely deserves more of a push than he's gotten. And his finisher was one of the most protected for the longest time.
It was, but he did it to himself, though. I'm telling you now, he did it to himself,
'Cause
and
he
he shouldn't
said
have done what he done. He said it on Instagram Live or something. He said, if
And-
there's someone said to him, "Would you win a championship, or would you rather win a championship or the championship, or would you have someone not kick out of your finish?"
Yeah.
And he said, "I would rather have someone not kick out of my finish." And then you know what? Like not even a month later, someone kicked out of his finish. I was like, "Oh, come on, dude! Why did you even mention that?"
Yeah. And that sounds like a Vince McMahon thing too. Like,
And that sucks, though, man. It sucks, though, because
DPJ, happy Wednesday. What's going on, bro? Yeah,
how you doing, bro?
So
yeah, but like
for
like I said,
four,
I can agree with what you're saying. Yeah, like if Shawn Michaels is face, he's winning. Baron Corbin's face, he's winning. Like, yeah.
So we're gonna call that one a draw.
We'll call that a draw. Yeah.
Yeah, because it definitely depends on scenario more than the first matchup did. All right. So my number 3 is Kane.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know how these people would fight, though. That's the thing. Like, that's what I'm thinking.
It doesn't matter who's in number 3.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Jake Roberts. Oh well, there's not much crossover between them, but Jake, he can have a good match with anybody.
He can. Like, he really can. Innovator of the DDT and etc. etc. But like, I'm actually just now thinking like I can actually put them in a story. Kane, obviously the heel.
Yes.
And Jake the Snake coming up as also a heel, but one of those heels like where like he was always about being a real man.
Yeah.
Remember with these storylines and I'm a real man's man or something? I don't know. If I get it right.
I'm vaguely remember.
Oh, you went at Macho Man. It's like you can't call yourself Macho Man when you're not even a real man. So he used to go at Macho Man all the time. And they can implement that story into this. It's like, Kane, you're not even a man. You're a monster, and I'm gonna show you I'm man enough to beat the monster. And I don't know. That's like kind of the story I think I would go with.
Yeah, and I could definitely see them doing a lot of vignettes and stuff with them, either behind the scenes or messing with each other because the snakes all over, and then Kane with the fire. It would be interesting. In this scenario, I definitely think Jake pulls it out though, because.
But I think in what way I'd say it will pull out. I'd say Kane would maybe get the first victory.
Right.
And then you'd have Jake saying, "No, I can't. I need to beat," and then he finds a way to beat
Right.
Kane, and then he finally beats Kane. Like he'll lose to Kane at like a No Mercy, and then at a big pay-per-view like WrestleMania, he'll finally overcome the monster.
Yeah, and it would have to be some type of gimmick match because both of them are. I mean, I wouldn't say Jake is a gimmick wrestler, but the Snake is his whole gimmick. So
I almost said, well, I'm probably going to say now, the Snakes and Ladders match. No, I'm kidding.
You know what? That would be something that Vince would think of and be like, "Yeah,
that
Snake
would be.
what? Like, how are we gonna pull that off?" It's a ladder match with a snake wrapped around the belt, hanging. For Kane to be scared to grab it because there's a snake around it. It'd be something stupid like that. But oh man, that is a match I would love to see though. Kane versus
That is, yeah. I would like to see the feud. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
That's why you play these wrestling games because you can put past and present together, and even if it wouldn't work out exactly how the game does it, it's still fun to watch. Like, that would be cool. All right. So who we gave that to? Jake, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So who's your number 2?
Oh, these ones I can't. In no scenario, I can see either of these next two guys losing.
Okay.
Even my first guy against your first guy, who I think I know who it is.
Okay.
Because I'm not very fond of your favorite guy. I'm not a big fan of his.
Come on,
if it is who I think it is.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. So my number 2 is, and I actually didn't even put this in order because I didn't think we were going to do it in this way.
Okay.
Right. So it's kind of like my first one is actually kind of in a way my all-time favorites.
Right.
And my second is current favorite in a way.
Okay. Well, my first.
I wouldn't say my current favorite, but like because it can't really be, and the reason why I say it is because it's Bray Wyatt.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But like it was my current.
About Bray Wyatt. He might have been in my top 5. Nah, he wouldn't have been in my top 5. He still would have been in my top 5. Maybe my top 10. I would have to bump somebody. But anyway, okay. So your number 2 is Bray Wyatt. My number 2 is the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh no!
Wow, that would be crazy because they both have that. Well, the Ultimate Warrior didn't really have a mysticism type of gimmick, but he used to pray to the gods, talk about the gods and the warriors and stuff. So it would be some good back and forth. Although Ultimate Warrior wasn't good live, he was good in his taped stuff, which we know. But
oh, dude, like
it would be a good back and forth in that respect. It's been too long since I've seen Vincent go on an angry rant. You missed the earlier rant about Funko. we had a mini Funko rant.
A mini rant, yeah.
Small rant.
The thing is, it's so hard for me to like because I see it from the objectiveness of like business wise. You know, like if Ultimate Warrior was in his prime the same time as Bray Wyatt was in his prime, I just can't. You know, like from business, they wouldn't. You know, like they would protect Bray, but they also wouldn't let Ultimate Warrior lose. You know what I mean?
Because Warrior took some good losses. He just had momentum. So even when he lost,
I don't know. Like then will it be like a John Cena? It will be a John Cena and Bray Wyatt WrestleMania thing. You know, where you know that whole match where Bray Wyatt took John Cena through the different time eras and stuff like NWO.
I still haven't watched that. You know,
you should watch it. It's a very good cinematic thing. You should watch it. It's not too bad.
But
like I can see Bray Wyatt coming out with these different characters just to antagonize Ultimate Warrior. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I can see him coming out as Muscle Man or Muscle Man. Like, you know, the American flag, the gym pants and the vest and everything. And like, I can see him like, oh, you think you're hot stuff. Look at me. I can bench press this. You know, you can like, you can try and out-hype Ultimate Warrior. I don't know.
I could see Bray Wyatt definitely getting the edge on the Warrior as far as uh the mind games and the vignettes and everything before getting in the ring. It would be so good because yeah, he does that. He does stuff like that so well. Um, and even in the ring, like the thing with Warrior is, yeah, he got the strength, but he don't have a lot of durability. Like, yeah, he's strong, he's powerful, he could take a beating, but a lot of his matches weren't very long. And
You
any
see,
of
the
his
thing is
matches
with
that
his,
were long, it's because his opponent carried him through the match.
and it's also kind of like, even though there were big guys when he was around, the thing is they weren't big guys like Bray Wyatt big guys.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like they weren't like big guys like Bray that was big, but he was fast. You know,
Yeah. And Bray was just a great wrestler, man. He was something special. He was something special.
listen,
Like
1st of April, there's a documentary that's coming out on Bray Wyatt.
yeah, I heard. It's supposed to be on Peacock. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so cool. It's this Monday, isn't it?
Might even react to it. Yeah, Monday coming up. Yeah. Because Sunday is Easter. Yeah. Easter Sunday. So yep.
And then it's 7 days to WrestleMania. But this WrestleMania is loaded, dude. Oh man,
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good.
wrestling is exciting.
I'm excited to see it. More so my ladies than any of the things happening with the bloodline. I mean, I care, but I don't care that much. It's like I want to see it, but that's not
But
the main
listen,
reason I'm watching.
but like at the moment, like they definitely out of the PG at the moment. Even though they're
Yeah,
bleeping everything,
I heard those.
even though they're bleeping everything, but like The Rock dropped the F bomb in the last segment with Cody Rhodes on Raw, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, like the Rock's not giving two shits. Like he's just going at it, man.
But listen, he's an executive, and he knows he's a moneymaker, and they can't do much to him. So yeah,
And I love this whole thing that he's got this whole Mama Rhodes thing, where he takes digs at at Cody's mom.
Oh, Cody.
like Mama Rhodes.
Okay.
So
Really?
it's so funny. It's like Mama Rhodes. Yeah, watch the segment. You'll see what I'm saying. He explains it while he's doing it. It's so funny. Well, it's funny, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Anyway.
the last few things, so I'm not that caught up. I'm not caught up on what happened this past Monday and last Friday. Yeah. Yeah, the last two shows I haven't caught up yet. But yeah, I'm excited to see WrestleMania. It should be so good. So in that one, who we giving it to, Warrior or Bray Wyatt? Like I can't argue against Bray Wyatt. I would love to say Warrior would just overpower him and take him out, but Bray's a beast in his own right, so I can't even argue against it. As much as I love Warrior,
it's hard though. It's hard. Like it's just so difficult. Like we picked such weird.
But see, that's what makes it fun. Because
it is fun actually. I got an idea for something. But anyway, this is after this. It's such a weird concept because you like with me, and as I said like 30 million times already, is I see it from so many different angles, and how would they do it, and it could happen today, and like
right.
you know, so it's so hard to say like. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
right.
Even if Bray Wyatt was a heel, he was the Eater of Worlds, and like I can't see them putting him. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, Ultimate Warrior being the face and being the big guy, and everyone's crazy about him. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's a hard one for me.
Yeah.
But obviously, since it is my guy, I'm gonna say Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Well, you know? I agree with what PDX said. Bray is smarter in the ring. He'd figure it out. Like even if Warrior got all the power of the Warriors and all that, yeah, Bray would take him out. I think he would figure it out. And the thing is, it's also two different eras. Because Warrior in his era, he was just running through people, and he hardly ever lost clean. You know, so to have, and he was basically a face his whole career. So I couldn't see him being the heel in this scenario. And if you have Bray Wyatt as the heel, the Fiend, whatever, yeah, you would want to put the Warrior over because he's the face, but he doesn't necessarily need the win. But if he lost, it probably wouldn't be a clean loss either.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But I would still give it to Bray as far as like a program. If it was like a rubber match type thing or build up to WrestleMania, whatever it was, I would as a fan would be rooting for the Warrior. But if Bray Wyatt wins, I wouldn't be mad at it. I'd be like, yeah, I get it. You know. So yeah, I could give that to Bray. That's fine. That's fine. I'll give it to him. He deserves that one. All right. So number one, my number one. I think I know who your number one is. My number one, Bret, the Hitman
Hart. That's exactly what I thought it was.
Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. Who you got, bro?
Who do you think I got?
I think you got Roman Reigns.
Okay. He didn't even make the list. My number one guy.
Triple H?
Triple H, number one guy.
Okay. I think it's
Number
either
one
Roman
dog.
Reigns or Triple H. Because I know you said Triple H is your favorite of all time. But I didn't know if you were going to put him. And since you didn't put him in the list, I was like, is he going to do Triple H?
To be honest, Roman Reigns, like I dig him. I do like him. It was like he would be 6. That's where he would be. He would be number 6.
Okay.
Right. But that's only because like I kind of do feel this whole tribal chief thing is stale at the moment. It kind of has put a bad vibe on it, you know.
But I feel like they're
But
building.
yeah, it was between Elias and Bray and Roman.
Roman. Okay. All right. Damn, Roman versus Mr. Perfect. That would have been crazy. Roman Reigns, Mr. Perfect. Woo. All right. So Bret Hart versus Triple H. Another I mean, I think they did fight before, but Bret was main eventing in Triple H.
He was main event. Triple H was like below, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was still Hunter Hearst Helmsley at that time. And even when he became Triple H and the whole DX versus the Hart Foundation thing, I don't know if they ever had any singles matches. Not that I can think of. Off the back, top of my head, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But I like Triple H too, though. He's actually number 10 on my list because I did 10. But
yeah, by the looks, what I can see, like the matches they had was him as Hunter Hearst Helmsley. You know, the whole royalty thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't know.
But we're talking Triple H at his prime versus Bret in his prime. That's hard, man. Because both of them
is hard though. But like Triple H is a bad guy though. Like that's the thing. Triple H is big. Triple H is a good guy. Bret wouldn't be able to last. I don't think. That's my honest opinion. Not because he's my favorite. No, it's not my favorite. Not because he's my favorite. But the thing is, when Triple H was in his prime, and he had that comedic, and he had that, you know, that he would eat you up. He's not one of the best on the mic, but he had it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And for me, in my mind, I don't think there was anything that Bret Hart ever did on the mic.
Well, no, he wasn't good on the mic.
That could stand up to. Do you know what I'm saying?
He wasn't good live on the mic. Like backstage, he could read his lines or whatever. But yeah,
if they were pushing Bret Hart against a heel Triple H, right, and Bret Hart was obviously the face, right. I'd say if he had a good mouthpiece, Bret would be coming over. I think.
Ooh, I mean,
but if it was the reverse, and Hunter was the face, and it was the Hunter that came back after his quad injury, when he came back so jacked and feuded with who was it? Kurt Angle and The Rock, I think, if I remember correctly. Then I don't think Bret Hart, because he was so big. You know what I mean? Like not only physique but big as a star at that time. And anything, but this is just me. I'm not a big fan of Bret Hart, so I can't think of anything that Bret Hart stood out for. Do you know what I mean? I know he's the ultimate technician. I know he's really good at that, and that's why I say if he had a mouthpiece,
bro. All I'm gonna say is, last time, best there is, Best there was. Best there ever will be. Come on, bro. Brett, man. Like,
No,
okay,
but listen, like,
okay. I will agree. If we're talking about mic skills, Triple H definitely takes it because Brett, his mic skills were not very good. He wasn't very good at comebacks. He wasn't very good at coming off the top of his head when people went off script or whatever. So heel, face, it don't matter. He was not good on the mic. If he had somebody talking for him or somebody like to play off of to like make it more entertaining, yeah. But yeah, you're right in that
you
respect.
see, the thing is, I can actually picture the scenario where Brett would say something like this. I'll let him do the talking and I'll do the work in the ring.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I can picture that whole scenario.
it was kind of like when they first formed DX and Shawn did most of the talking. Triple H didn't do a lot of talking, but then
Yeah.
he came into it and he got better. So it would have to be something like that. But yeah.
Yeah. But remember when Triple H came into DX, he was literally straight out of it. There was no transition, like really. It wasn't much of a transition.
Yeah.
It was straight from Hunter Zamzi into, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Stone Cold transition at King of the Ring, where he transitioned into the Rattlesnake.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't the same type of thing.
Yeah. But in the ring, though, like Brett was known for being able to take a beating.
You see, the thing is also like
Spots, man.
to take a look at it from an objective view, right? And I'll take a look from an objective point of view.
Objectively, Brett's better in the ring than Triple H.
No, listen. From objectively, if you know Triple H and you know his story and you know how he was known as the cerebral assassin. He was known as the bad guy.
Yeah.
Right. So in a scenario that he would be wrestling, he wouldn't be wrestling as the Triple H returned as a good guy. He'll be a bad guy.
Yeah, and Brett would be the face.
Right. And Brett would be the face. And if you think of it from that point of view, and Triple H was in his prime, he was the bad guy. He was one hell of a bad, and that's one of the reasons I like him, and one of the reasons why he's one of my all-time favorites. So going from that and being objective like that, Bret Hart does win this.
To be fair, and for you guys to know, I love Triple H. I'm a huge Triple H fan. I mean, he's 10th on my list right here, but there was a point where he was my number one dude. I love Triple H. So let's get that clear. But against Brett, I don't think he takes it. Well, if you put it in a scenario like you said, good guy Brett versus bad guy Triple H, yeah, it would definitely.
Bret Hart would have to win. It's just
yeah. Bret Hart comes out on top in his prime, not when he was going through he was good in the rest of the world, but bad in America, like before all that stuff happened. Yeah, Brett.
But
he was awesome, man.
He like for me, he didn't stand out enough. He was very boring.
Yeah,
right.
I get. Yeah,
and I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm not saying he was a good wrestler. He was very good. If he had a mouthpiece, who would you have?
It would have to be the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, baby.
Okay, that's kind of like generic. who besides him? Who would you have?
Because Jimmy Hart was the guy who, when they were heels, like they weren't good at talking. They said their little bits, but it was Jimmy Hart who kind of like hyped them up or made you hate them more because he was just so good at riling people up. Now, past that, with Brett as good guy Brett, like I don't know. There's not very many people because Owen wasn't really good on the mic. Anvil was like I'm just trying to think of people he associated with. Yeah. Like none of them were really good when it came to mic skills. So I don't know who to put Brett with to give him that. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess I could give this one to Triple H on an overall basis. Like he would definitely he would be more entertaining to watch. But the thing is, one of the reasons I love Brett so much is because I liked his style of wrestling. That's the style of wrestling that I like more than Ultimate Warrior run to the ring and like demolish you and then win. Is that strategy of Okay, you're a big dude. I know I can't beat you strength wise, so I'm gonna find a way to chop you down. Okay, you're a small dude who's really fast. I can't keep up with you, but I'm gonna find a way to slow you down. Okay, you're a Yokozuna. I can't compete with you on almost any level, but I'm gonna still find a way. Like that's what I liked about him. He found a way. He figured it out.
Yeah.
And he was able to take a beating. Which you need to be able to do if you're gonna have to go long matches to figure out how to beat somebody. So that's what I loved about him, man. He was just so cool. There was a time where him and Sean were my number one and number two.
Listen, but have a look at the people he fought, though. Like, I mean, Bret Hart fought The Undertaker.
Everybody.
Psycho Sid, Sting, Yokozuna, Kane, or was known as that Isaac
Yankem at the time, yeah.
The Patriot, I don't know who that was. Kurt Hennig.
The Patriot was Hulk Hogan.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Jerry Lawler, Bob Backlund. He wrestled Bob Backlund.
Yeah, he beat Bob Backlund. Actually, he lost to Bob Backlund.
We know he fought Goldberg. Goldberg ended his career.
Goldberg, yeah.
With that stiff kick. Ric Flair, Steve Austin, Owen Hart.
Yep, Ric Flair, yep. Did you hear what Goldberg said about Asuka?
What did he say?
He was talking about how, first of all, he didn't even know how to pronounce her name. And he was like, "Oh, they had a girl beat my all-time undefeated streak." Like he was taken as a slight to himself, like that they made a girl beat his undefeated streak, and he called her Asuka, I think. And he was saying some other stuff, and I'm like, dude is so full of himself. Like nobody cares about you like that, bro. Like what's wrong with you? Yeah, he became one of those guys that I loved watching to somebody that when they mentioned him, I'm just like, whatever. Like, come on, man. He just can't get over himself.
Dude, Triple H fought Henry Godwin.
Henry O. Godwin, yep. Triple H has been around for a while. He's one of those people that transitioned from that PG era of WWF into the Attitude era into now. Like, yeah, he was one of those holdovers from that era. So yeah. What about Vader? What about him? He's not on my list. I mean, I like him as a wrestler, but he's not on my list. It's top 5. Bam Bam was pretty good. I like Bam Bam. Very, very athletic for a big man at that time. But yeah, we were doing our top 5. So I wrote down my top 5 favorites, and Pop Heat wrote down his top 5 favorites, and then I put them against each other, top 5. Just to see how it would go. I didn't want to let him know what I was doing because I didn't want it to be like, oh well, let me put this guy here and this guy. No strategy, just who our favorites are. It's not about who was better. It's not about how many titles they won or anything like that. Just your straight favorites. So yeah, Big Boss Man. I like Big Boss Man too, a little something. He was never in one of my favorites, but yeah, I liked him. Just so you know, my next 5 were Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Randy Savage, and Triple H.
Mine was Roman Reigns, Eddie Guerrero,
okay,
Chris Benoit,
okay.
Who were the other? Chris Benoit. I think I stopped at Chris Benoit because I was thinking it was like in ring. He was amazing. Like he was singing, and that's what got me thinking. One of your guys is definitely going to be Bret Hart, and I was thinking about that.
Yeah. So if we had kept going, we would have had Eddie Guerrero versus Eddie Guerrero. Because we both.
That would have been interesting.
We would have had heel Eddie Guerrero versus face Eddie Guerrero. But yeah, it was fun. This was fun. It kind of took me down memory lane because I had to think of older wrestlers that I liked. That I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. This is definitely one of my favorites. And if I was to actually go back and if you just listed every WWE wrestler and I saw certain names, my top 5 would probably change. Maybe not, but probably. I know my top
Like,
3 wouldn't change, but the next 2 possibly, depending on if there's anybody else I had thought of in that era. But
but it's
yeah,
like it's very difficult to like actually pick a pair because there's so many guys that are actually really good.
yeah,
You know, for
yeah,
different ways. Like AJ Styles, he's
yeah.
like
I
I
like
mean, he's
AJ
phenomenal.
Styles.
He literally is phenomenal.
Yeah,
You
but
know, but like
like top
you know,
10
like
though.
no,
Yeah,
no, like he's really good. Like he's really good. But like I'm sure you would have made my top 10 if I'd remembered. Do you know what I mean?
if you remember that.
You know, if I'd remembered, like honestly. But there were so many guys that like over the years that were really good, like Jeff Hardy, for example.
Yeah,
Do you know
Jeff.
what I
I
mean?
love Jeff
And
Hardy, but he's
um,
not in my top 10.
Edge, there's Edge,
Edge.
there's
There was
Randy
a time where
Orton,
Edge was
there's
in my
Mick
top 10,
Foley,
but not anymore.
Mick Foley, Cactus. You know, these many faces
Give
of
me
Mick Foley.
I would definitely put Mankind high on my list. Not in my top 5 or top 10, but yeah, he could probably make it high on my list. Trying to think. Uh, wow. Because even Owen Hart, like, yeah, he wasn't very like. The thing is, I don't think his personality was ever able to get over. But in the ring, man, he was so good. He was so good. And that's another thing where you got to think in the ring, just like Razor Ramon. Like I loved Razor Ramon, but I
Like
don't know if I could put
you
him in
see,
my
that's what I'm
top
saying.
10.
That's another thing.
Top
Like
10?
you know what I mean. And that's why you got to see like strategically and stuff. Like how would they place in their prime if they're like people against each other were like how would Razor Ramon be today? You know what I mean? You
I
know,
don't
like
know, man. If Razor Ramon, that character, were in WWE today, like I mean, not thinking of like cancel culture or offensiveness and what have you. Just as far as the character, his style, would he be able to get over? I think he would, because he would
the thing
definitely
is,
have to come in as a heel the way he did before and get people to just hate him, which is what he did, till they
the
started to
thing is,
love him.
they're also mimicking or attempting to mimic what's his face, Judgment Day character now. What's his name? Damian Priest. He's like today's
Oh yeah. He's kind of like today's Razor Ramon, kind of,
you know.
definitely different. But doesn't he use some of the same moves? I know he does the Razor's Edge, right?
He does the Rage's Edge, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I like Damian Priest, and I can't wait for him to cash in his money in the bank and lose because the Judgment Day somebody's gonna interfere, and then they're gonna have their feud, and Judgment Day is breaking up. Judgment Day is breaking up either WrestleMania or shortly after WrestleMania. They're done because Rhea Ripley is getting over as a face, even though she's still a heel. But everybody loves her and is cheering for her. You saw her do the stink face the other day, right?
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, and people love her. Like, yeah. The only thing that would have made that better, and I thought of it after the fact, I was like, because Nia was going for the stink face. Of course, she missed and got thrown into the corner, and the crowd was like, "Do her, get her!" And then Rhea did the stink face, and then they showed Nia after the fact, like looking around, like, I can't believe she did that to me. What would have been better is if Nia Jax had like a little bit of a smile on her face, like she enjoyed it, but then like quickly changed, so it's not like so she couldn't get caught enjoying it. That would have been so funny, and it would have added more to the story. Like, oh, okay, what's going on with Naya here? All right. I think that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be so funny.
The thing is, you see what they did? They had Nia Jax with the whole while something was happening in the ring, they have her hiding behind the ring post, the ring barricade, and
Mhm.
someone in the front row is eating crisps or something.
Uh-huh.
And she comes up from the thing and then she points to her mouth and she gets him to put a crisp in his mouth, in her
And I'm
mouth. And I'm like, dude, like,
but see, I think that's the way to keep Nia Jax over as far as with the crowd, because a lot of people didn't really want her to come back because of her history. I like Nia Jax. I mean, yeah, she's
All right.
kind of dangerous in the ring and hurting people, so I get that part. Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
want.
I don't like her at all.
But as far as like the human person of Nia Jax, like I like her, and if she's gotten better in the ring to where she can have good matches without fear of hurting people, then I think definitely keep her more in a comedic role right now to where yes, she's still a monster in the ring, kind of like I really don't want to say it like that, but yeah, kind of like Big Show when he was in his kind of comedic thing. Only reason I say I don't want to say it like that because I don't think the Big Show came off well when he was being funny. Like he could have been so much better, but I think they were just clowning him to clown him. Like that had to be another Vince thing. But for Nia, I think it could work because there's already great women wrestlers to keep the women's division like going. Like she's not necessary for that, but she poses a big enough threat that when they need to put her in there, it's like, all right, she's dangerous. So you could keep her on the outskirts, not necessarily going after a title, and have her be kind of silly at times, but also dangerous. But have her in reserve for okay, we need a threat to this title. Let's throw her in the mix, and she can be taken seriously in that respect. So that's just my opinion. And again, that's coming from somebody that doesn't watch wrestling on a regular, so I might be missing stuff.
The thing is, besides her injuring people and stuff, the thing that annoys about her is when she speaks, man. I can't stand her voice. I think it's the most mismatched situation on the planet. Like,
well, that's another reason for you to hate her.
yeah. Well, it's not that I hate it. Like, it's a really strong words for it. But like, I just didn't like her. Like, it's just not.
So I don't hate her. I just don't like her.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't hate her. I just don't like her. But yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm super excited for WrestleMania. I think what was her name? Kaden Carter or Cat Chase, whatever. You know the one I'm talking about, the pretty black one. Oh my God, how they bring them up, have them win the titles, and then lose them, and now they like disappear. I haven't even seen them anymore. Where are they? They back to NXT? Like, come on.
No, they're not even in NXT at the moment now. I don't know what they're doing.
Just
I don't know. But
And
it's crazy though. Like, it's true what you say. Like, they bring them up so like as if they're going to build them so big,
yeah, and
then they just leave it.
Just like the other the male tag team. Are they brothers? They're supposed to be brothers. I don't know, but they're really
No, but they were racing on it, but they just lost the recently. Like that frustrated me because I feel that they should have been in the what do you call it? In the tag team ladder match that's happening at WrestleMania.
Oh, they're having a tag team ladder match? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think it's a 10-man ladder match.
A 10 tag team match?
I think so. 8 or 10 tag teams. No, man. You say no.
Oh,
when you say 10 man, so then 5 tag teams.
Okay, 5 tag teams.
You went the wrong way. you went the wrong way.
Bro, I was like, wait, a 20-person ladder match? That would be crazy. Okay. So 10 people, 5 teams. All right.
Yeah. No, you went totally the wrong way.
That threw me. And what's her name? Tiffany Stratton. Man, love her. Like I'm big on
Tiffany Stratton at the moment. She's just very talented. If you watched the Elimination Chamber, she performed very well in there.
Yes, that's like my first introduction to her. Cause like I've heard of her, and I think she was on NXT. I don't know. I don't watch NXT, but I definitely heard.
She had a big feud with Becky Lynch on NXT.
Okay.
And it was very good. And I think that's what put her on the map a little bit. She had a good feud with Becky Lynch.
Yeah, but when I saw her in the Elimination Chamber, I was like, okay, first, hot. So that definitely helps. But she was out. She was doing her thing, man. And I'm like, yo, I like her.
But just besides Tiffany in that Elimination Chamber match, I think that was like my favorite match. Like the ladies did a good job with the Elimination Chamber.
That was definitely the best match of the night. And I think it was expected that she would get booed a lot, but the crowd was behind her. So I'm like,
Big
okay,
time,
she's
yeah.
acting like a heel, but she's getting cheered like a face. So I didn't know, is she supposed to be heel or face? I'm assuming she's a heel, and now I see, yes, she's supposed to be a heel, but people just love her. So it might be a face turn soon. I hope they don't do it. Leave her as a heel. Like, let her keep playing up that Tiff time. Because I just saw a little clip of, I don't know what happened to Naomi, but she was trying to wash out her face, and
Yeah.
Tiffany came up and said something to her, and what's her face? The one with the hair. Well, I can't remember her name now. The
Belair.
black, yeah, Bianca Belair was there and looked like she wanted to attack her or something. I'm like, keep her as a heel. And I think Bianca's going bad because she's been doing like some heelish type stuff.
No, the thing is that she doesn't like damage control with Bailey, and Bailey's turning face. It was turned face.
Yeah. And I missed that whole thing. I got to go back and watch because I heard what happened and I never saw it. And I was like, I wanted to see it. I wanted to watch and see it happen because we knew it was coming. And I missed the whole thing. So I got to go back a few episodes to watch to see that whole thing go down. Because, yeah, definitely, man. Like, the thing is, like, Bailey, I never liked her. Like, I wasn't really watching when she came up from NXT. Like I said, I don't watch NXT. I never cared for her when she came up. When I did see her, like I saw a few things here and there because I would watch every now and then just to see some matches. And when she came back with Damage Control, for whatever reason, I started liking her. I'm like, I love fucking Bailey, freaking Bailey. We got our only F-bomb out. Sorry. And now with the whole turn, I'm like, yes, come on, Bailey, let's go. And it's like, how'd they do that to me? How'd they do it? Because I really never cared for her. It's not like a Becky Lynch thing where certain personas Becky Lynch had I liked and some I didn't like. Like, I just didn't like Bailey at all. And now I'm like, okay, I'm behind her, man. I love her. Like, yeah, even as the heel in forming Damage Control. Because when she first came back, I'm like, oh, freaking Bailey. Like, because I didn't like her. But as the program went and things started, I'm like, okay, I like Bailey now. I'm feeling this. And then, of course, most of Damage Control I like. Yeah, they're all awesome. Oof. I mean, phew, boy. Anyway. I love women wrestlers, man. I like me a strong, athletic, badass woman, man.
So, like, just to quickly, just fly through the card quickly at WrestleMania. So you got the Bailey and Io Sky, right? Like Bailey's going to win that for sure. Has to be.
I think it's going to be awesome. Actually, I don't know. I can't say she's for sure going to win. Definitely want her to win. I could see some interference happening to where she loses. Because if she loses, she's definitely not losing clean. It's going to be have to be some type of interference, either from Damage Control or somebody trying to help Bailey and end up costing her the match. So I don't know if she's definitely going to win, but I want to see her. Fett, what's up, Fett?
Jeez, Fitz from the left wing.
The perfect person to be here to help us when we were talking about our favorite wrestlers going against each other. You have to go back in the replay and watch it. You could skip through it and then put in the chat who you think would win. But I'm not going over it again. You late, bro.
And then you got Becky versus Rhea.
Becky Lynch versus Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea's going over for that. If they put Becky winning that, I can't. I'll get so upset. I think. I'm not big on Becky at the moment, to be honest.
I mean, I like her, but I don't think she wins. Rhea Ripley wins. It's not going to be clean though. Nia Jax is going to interfere because they still haven't resolved their whole thing. I don't think that's finished yet. So yeah.
And you got Sami Zayn and Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't think Sami Zayn's going to win. If they have Sami Zayn dethrone Gunther, I don't think that's
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea.
That's another one where Gunther wins, Sami Zayn loses because Chad Gable interferes, but not because he's gonna interfere for Gunther to win. It's gonna be him interfering or doing something to cause Sammy to lose, not on purpose though. He's either gonna be trying to help him or something's gonna happen. But yeah, those three, I can see a triple threat in the next pay per view, and that's how Gunther loses.
Then you got Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens.
I really
I
KO to
want.
win.
I don't mind if Randy or Kevin Owens wins, but I just don't want. I don't want Logan Paul as champion anymore. Like he's very talented and everything in the ring, but I think the title's wasted.
Yeah.
Like,
It's definitely one of those things where he's good at being the bad guy and good at having people hate him. So you want to see him lose so badly. So definitely feel like he needs to lose. I don't know if they're gonna do it at WrestleMania though. They should, but I don't know if they're gonna. Either Randy Orton or Kevin Owens needs to win, but I think Logan Paul retains. I don't think he's gonna lose. Although I want KO to win. I love KO. From the first time I saw KO.
KO, he's cool. I do dig him at the moment. Yeah, he's really hot at the moment.
Yeah, and the first time I saw him was actually at the Barclays when I went live, and I hadn't watched wrestling in years. And then he came out. I was like, oh, I like this dude.
Then you got brother versus brother, Jimmy versus Jay.
Versus Jay. Which one's the good guy?
Jay. Okay. Yeah, he's on Raw. Now, the way they need to do this is plain and simple. There's no contest.
No contest? You think so?
They need to beat the crap out of each other and need to end it where someone like maybe Rikishi comes out and just says, stop it now. Or they just lay each other there, that the story continues.
Yeah. Neither one.
I don't think that it should end at WrestleMania. I think it should continue.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I think.
Being that I can see next WrestleMania being Rock versus Roman. I don't know if it's going to be for a title, but Rock versus Roman. Because they definitely want that to headline a WrestleMania. And it's not going to headline this one, so it's going to have to headline the next one. Because Rock is getting old. He ain't going to be able to do this forever. So I can definitely see where Rock versus Roman for head of the table. And then the Usos either have to pick sides or they're going to be on different sides. And they come together or something. But yeah, next WrestleMania, they resolve it. I don't think they should resolve it this WrestleMania. A lot of people, I feel like, would want them to just resolve it, and no matter which one wins, the other brother raises his hand as, okay, you won, we cool now. I don't think that should happen. Yeah, definitely got to let it go a little bit longer. That's what I feel.
For sure.
Fett, you still there?
Fett, isn't there?
Let us know what you think.
Then you got the tag team championship, but not all the teams have been named yet. So it's Judgment Day versus DIY versus New Day versus Awesome Truth at the moment.
Awesome Truth. Ooh. They're definitely not going to win, but having them in the match is going to
be entertaining ladder match.
Yeah, because I like both those dudes. DIY.
It's more than this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just 6. So it's a 12-man, not 10-man. So it's 6 teams.
Well, 6 teams. All right. Yeah, I'm not familiar with DIY. Judgment Day definitely need to lose to add to the tension of them. Well, actually, I could see them doing this because they're still undisputed tag titles, right? They haven't split the tag titles yet. I can see the Judgment. Like I said, I think Judgment Day is breaking up either at WrestleMania or shortly after. So I can see them breaking up and forfeiting the championships. And now you have 2 belts again, 2 sets of belts again. And now you have to have either a tournament or something to crown new champions for the next pay-per-view. So I could see them retaining, but yeah, somehow they have to break up to get the belts separated.
The other teams that's possibly in it is going to be either Phantasma, that's
Is
What's his name?
He was with Rey Mysterio, right?
Yeah, but not. He's not. They're not together anymore. So they're separate now. So the Legado del Fantasma is what they
Okay,
call it.
yeah.
Versus New Catch Republic, which is that Pete Dunne and I forget his other
Oh,
name.
okay,
The other guy's name.
yeah.
You know
I
what
know
I'm
what you're
talking
talking about.
about. They fighting, and then the Street Profits versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And the thing is, I think Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are going to go into it.
Mhm.
I don't think Street Profits. I think Street Profits are going to end up fighting Authors of Pain or something again or something. I think.
Right.
But they do need to split the tag team titles because there's enough tag teams to do it at the moment.
Yeah. And I think if Judgment Day doesn't do the okay, we retain but then break up thing, I can see Theory and Waller winning because they're not going to be together long either.
Mm.
So that could be another way they could break up the titles. Like they could win finally, but then they end up having a feud and splitting up, and now you got to split the titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that happening too. I would love to see that happen. Put it that way.
Then
yeah.
the last match, LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Oh, I like both of them. I mean, the thing is, LA Knight is over enough that he doesn't have to win,
Mm.
but
But
to
the thing
keep
is,
his
he's just
momentum
lost. He's
going.
he's constantly lost now, though.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
can't see him. It's very hard seeing him lose again.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
I don't
say.
know.
Like, he would lose too much momentum if he lost again. Like, he might lose some of the crowd. So I don't know. I don't know how that one's gonna come out. It should be a good match though.
So,
I think both of them are pretty good in the ring. AJ Styles definitely better. Um, and I can I can see why they don't give LA Knight a big push because of his age, but still he grew organically. His merch is selling. Like he's got a connection with the crowd. And while he doesn't need the title, I would say give him a run with the belt, 3 to 6 months, and just as a payoff of okay, you worked hard, here you go, and now you could take the belt away from him, and you know he could be a good interim champion till you crown whoever you want to be your next person is. I think
mm,
maybe, but
maybe.
like I said, I don't watch often, so I could be
Yeah.
missing stuff.
Then on night one, you got The Rock and Roman versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I heard that was supposed to be the main event.
So I don't know what they're going to do with this. This is so crazy. Um, then the second part of it with Rollins versus McIntyre. I think
Right.
I think
McIntyre,
Rollins is going to retain. I don't know. I don't see McIntyre winning.
I think
Although I don't know.
McIntyre.
It's very hard to say.
I think Drew's gonna win.
And then you got Cody Rhodes versus Roman. I can see them keeping Roman champion until SummerSlam because it'll be trying to keep someone modern in the top ranking champions and stuff. But I also can't see them like again Cody Rhodes not finishing the story. It'll be stupid.
Yeah,
It would really be stupid.
yeah. At this point, you gotta give Cody the win. You built it up last WrestleMania. You didn't have him pull it off. Like if you take it away from him this WrestleMania, now you gotta go to next WrestleMania. Like, yeah, that'll get boring real fast. You gotta give it to him. I can't see if Cody loses, how do you keep up that finish the story thing? The only way you keep it up is to have people have other heel wrestlers whoever Cody's in a program with just keep like dissing him because he couldn't finish the story or you know make fun of the fact that they built it up for him to just lose again or whatever. Like you'd have to do something like that.
Yeah, but then at the same time, uh, who's going to fight Roman next? It won't
Yeah,
be The
exactly.
Rock because Rock's not available in May.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's been said that he's not available in May. So like I don't know.
Okay.
It's really hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that's the one match where it's like Cody has to win. and then he's the face, and it's probably gonna be the last match on night 2. Like, yeah, you gotta give it to him. He's gotta win. Even if they have to let Roman lose in have to have Cody win in a unclean way. I don't know another way to say it, but some type of interference, something happens to protect Roman Reigns to say he didn't really lose, right? But yeah, Cody has to win. He has to win. He has to walk out the champion. My opinion. I don't know. Because yes, it's too you can't milk it but so far before people get sick of it. And I'm surprised they were able to stretch it into a second WrestleMania, to be honest. Because
Well, technically, it's like a fourth WrestleMania. Well, the Cody Rhodes storyline.
Yeah, it's Cody Rhodes story. Yeah, because I know people are sick of seeing Roman win, especially when he's not really winning because he's that good. He's winning because they keep interfering and helping him win, which makes a good heel because you dying to see him lose. But then he's not around enough. Like so it's like, okay, you got your belt on somebody who's just not. I don't know. It's like I'm sick of you, bro. Like,
like it's boring now.
yeah. Like through the whole beginnings of the bloodline thing, and I was getting back into it. I was like, all right, this is cool, it's fun, but now it's just like it's stale. And then bringing the Rock into it, it's like, all right, you're trying to breathe some fresh life into it, but it's it's the Rock, so it's not as good as if it was like, say, Solo decided, all right, I'm not gonna take your crap anymore, and now it's like, ooh, now what you gonna do, Roman? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, they need to take the belt off Roman. I think even if you have the Rock interfere somehow, again, whether he means for Roman to lose or not, like just some type of interference, Roman loses, that sets up the Rock versus Roman later down the line because he's gonna blame the Rock for him losing, and Cody gets his win. I don't think most people are gonna care if he didn't get a clean win. Like he finished his story, but then where does he go from there though? Because as the lovable underdog, it's fun to root for him. But now,
and it's also the thing is, it's been drawn out so long. It's like, who do you have him face? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's next? Exactly. What's next? I would hope they have some new, well, not new, but like uh, a wrestler that we haven't seen in a while, or maybe from a different promotion, come in and like be the new end boss, like for Cody, But it'll be interesting to see what they could do, which would be hilarious. And I really hilarious. And I don't know if they'll do it. Maybe they shouldn't, but I would love to see Cody win or Cody about to win, and then Damian Priest cashes in and wins instead and bounce.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hilarious. I'm not saying they're gonna do it, and they probably won't. But I would think that would be hilarious. Either
the
Cody
thing is, he doesn't,
and then he cash in and take it, or right before Cody about to win, have him cash in and pin Roman Reigns and bounce.
The thing is, he doesn't have a lot of time to do it because it's WrestleMania 40, then it's Backlash. So Backlash is in May, or at the end of April. Then you got Money in the Bank, the next one. So he only has until then to do it. Like, because you can't once the next Money in the Bank that happens, you can't cash in anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be awesome. The only thing is they won't end WrestleMania that way. They usually end WrestleMania on a big moment that either leaves the crowd feeling really good or really bad. And Damian Priest cashing in on Cody, if Cody wins, would be really bad, and that would be an awesome way to end it. But having Damian Priest cash in and pin Roman Reigns before Cody, I don't think they would do it that way.
Yeah.
although they could, if they pulled it off the right way, I think that would be kind of a crazy ending. But yeah, being that it's WrestleMania 40, it's one of those milestone WrestleManias. I think Cody just wins, and we go out with the fireworks and everything. Everyone's happy. I think that's how they would do it. No tricks, no games. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's going to be exciting WrestleMania, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. See, now you got me wanting to go back and watch SmackDown and Raw to see some stuff, but I don't have time. I got to go to bed. But I'll try to catch up in the next couple days. Watch some stuff, watch some matches, because I got to see my girls. Anyway, love my girls. Now I see what Naomi's doing. Like, she came back and she was on fire, but now it seems like she's losing all the time. Like, you come back and just keep losing. I mean, I understand, like, you got your career and you don't need the win to be over, but come on. She came back and not even in the title picture at all. At all? Like, come on. Come on. Let's see, that's why Sasha Banks ain't come back. She was smart. She went and got paid. She knows she's
just greedy.
valuable.
She wants too much money.
She's valuable. I mean, I don't even know if she's that good in the ring, to be honest, but she knows that her name carries a lot of weight. So I don't think
stupid now. She's in AEW now, but the only reason the crowd's cheering for is because she's got something. She calls herself something catchy now. CEO. So now the crowd say CEO, because it's catchy to say.
Right.
Like, it's not even anything fantastic she's bringing.
Well, we'll see what happens with her. I think she ends up back in WWE eventually. I mean, regardless of wherever else you go, you can't deny that WWE is the biggest wrestling promotion, the most exposure, and it's like, if you're gonna end your career, that's where you want to end your career. At least how I feel. Like, regardless, because all the people, well, I don't know if I can say all, but the majority of the people wrestling today, I guarantee you, their main influence for wrestling was somebody or something from WWE/WWF. And all the wrestlers, and I will go out on a limb and say every wrestler wrestling today probably had a dream of wrestling at WrestleMania. Because that's like the Super Bowl, the World Series, the championships of wrestling. So, yeah, I can definitely see her coming back eventually, just to say she ended her career there, or one last run or whatever. After she's done everything she had to do, as far as make money. Which I don't blame her for. Make that money, get it. One company ain't gonna pay you, the other one will. Because this type of sport, like, your body doesn't last forever. You have a certain shelf life. You can't do it forever. So get as much as you can. Be smart with your money, so later on in life you're not broke and poor, and then you can coast on your name the rest of your career. Because I mean, people like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Mick Foley, like even the Undertaker now, like they can coast on their name for the rest of their life. For the rest of they're good because they did what they had to do when they could do it. So yeah. And I mean, there's other wrestlers I can name, but that's just what came off the top of my head. But yeah, so I'm not mad at her. I mean, I would love to see her back in WWE because that's the one I pay attention to. But hey, let her do her thing. I ain't mad at her. So I guess with that being said, we can get on up out of here. We done lost all our audience. They was like, wrestling. I don't want to talk about no damn wrestling. Talking about wrestling. But hey, we got to, we got to switch it up. We got to make it different. We're not going to be talking Funko all the damn time. Like, I still collect. He still collect. I keep forgetting I flip my camera the right way. And we'll be talking about Funko stuff here and there, but we're going to be getting into other stuff. Mostly it's going to be Funko and wrestling whenever we go live. Funko and wrestling. But you got anything coming out video wise, or any new pops or something?
I hope to. I can't show you my new pops. I'll show you one of them. That's the problem. Yeah, pretty. The other one's too far. I hope to do videos again. I've got a few ideas for things. It's not going to be the usual thing. It's probably going to be wrestling, 2K24, and I've got something else hopefully planned if they get the act together. And then we'll do that. But otherwise, yeah, we'll see.
Okay, cool. I've got reaction stuff dropping. I've been doing some trailer reactions. Still, all my reactions to like movies and TV shows and stuff, that's going to take time. But when it starts dropping, hopefully they'll be consistent. I've been getting back to the gym. I was supposed to go today, but I was tired and it's cold and my body hurts. But I do have 2 fitness videos dropping this week, I think. And I'm gonna try to do more as I go. I think I'm hitting the gym tomorrow after work. Um, so yeah, you'll see that. And the gaming channel, still trying to get Jay to start uploading some stuff because I haven't really been doing anything with that in a minute. But yeah, stuff's coming. We got stuff coming out. My Star Wars collection run through and my helmets. I still got some helmet videos to do. So stuff will be coming. Just hit the bell, and you'll see stuff coming out. But hopefully we can do a Hot Topics maybe once a month if we can swing it. I don't know if it'll be a regular day. It could be any day of the week, but at least once a month, just to get together and do some stuff. I think that'd be cool. Cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. And with that being said, I am L of the Jkl Awesome. That's my boy Pop Heat. Hot Popics live stream. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go.
It's over. Go away.
It didn't end. Oh, I have to